Hey guys, I'm going to show you how I edit my pictures. So I'm going to go on filter and then I'm going to click on lighter and then I'm going to pop my finger down and to the right, bring it to the right. So that's going to take it up to like full intensity. And then I'm just going to click on the white button and just wipe out my face. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do that like 3 times just on this picture, because obviously the wall behind me is like more of like cream. So I'm just going to blank it out and make it nice and white and bright. So yeah, so just like to make sure that like I'm getting everything, I'm just clicking the little button that's blue, like back and forth, just to make sure that I've got everything, that I've not missed anything, and that's looking all so fresh and so clean. And I always forget my nostrils, so you know. Okay, and then I'm going to zoom us all in, and then I'm going to do tones. So what I'm going to do is, you see that little shadow on my nose, I'm just going to get rid of that. So I'm just going to like hold it down just on the outside of like where the shadow is. I'm going to do the same with that little corner on my lip as well that likes to catch a little shadow. I do this with every photo, these 2 things pretty much, just because for some reason there's always a shadow there. And you can see on my inner corner here just that my lash has made a little shadow as well. So I'm just going to get rid of that as well, just so we're looking bright under the eye, whatever, you know. And just like that just helps like make the picture look a bit more like cohesive and nice and everything. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with whiten as well, and I'm just going to whiten the little white bits in my eye on both eyes as well. So this is going to make me look a bit more awake and alert and like I've actually slept and that this quarantine's not messing up my life. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into tones, and I've just spotted, like, you see where my lash is just lifting there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select like one of the black tones off the lash and just bring like the lash down, the lash band a bit down. So you see where I've just coloured it in, and then you can see when I press that button there, you can see the difference, and it just makes it look like the lash hasn't lifted when it has. You know, sometimes lashes be playing tricks on you if they're old and whatever. And then I'm just saving that, and then I'm just going to bring it into Facetune 2. So Facetune 1 and Facetune 2 are a bit different, so I'm just going to go in with the cleanse tool then on Facetune 2. So this is just going to give it a really slight like blur, so I'm just going to go in with anywhere that I went in with tones, just to make sure it looks really nice and seamless, and basically so it looks like we haven't face tuned when we have. So, and then I'm just going to go back into the retouch settings, which is where the cleanse tool was as well, and I'm going to go in with the sharpen. So basically I'm going to sharpen my like color bit in my eye, just because you see now my eyes, I'm just doing it in that eye, the one eye, because it's going to make them look a bit more evenly matched, because where the light hits my right eye, it's more like you can see more detail. So then I'm just going to sharpen the glitter as well, just so you can see that a bit more in the picture, because sometimes that gets a bit lost in the picture as well. Just so everything's nice and clear and crisp. And then going back in to the same retouch and then going with vibrancy. So what this is going to do is, where the eyeshadow's gotten a bit washed out with all of my lights, it's just going to pump up the colour back up. And then if you click the eraser and the vibrancy, like going back and forth, it's going to help you to see like where, like you see the pink haze, like where it actually is, just to make sure like you haven't gone over the lines or anything. And then when you're happy with that, just click the yes. And then I'm going to go in with edit, and I'm just going to like get my saturation up a little bit. And then as well, just get my contrast up a little bit, and then go in with sharpen a little bit as well, just again to bring back the colour that the white lights have lost in the picture. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So oh yeah, and then what I'm going to do as well is, like, you can see the speaker in the corner, so I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm just going to go in with the patch tool, and just going to basically just go back and forth between patch and whiten, just to help get that out. This is a lot easier on Facetune 2 than it is on Facetune 1. There's probably some way easier way I can do this, but I'm no expert, you know. This is just what I do, you know. But yeah, so just going back and forth between those 2, just so it's as white as I can be bothered really to get it, because I'm lazy on whatever, you know. But yeah, if you guys have any questions as well, like of anything that I do, or any more detail you want, or any problems that you have with pictures, make sure to say in the comment section, and I'll try and help as many of you as possible. But this is just what I do. Like, everyone's different. Like, I know a lot of people like to smooth like their skin out and stuff like that, but personally I don't do that. So yeah, that's pretty much the picture all done. I'm just getting that little white bit in the corner, and then you can see the difference of the speaker, and then I'm saving it, and boom, that's a full face pic. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the little eye pics. that I've started doing as well. So I'm going to go in with the retouch, and then I'm going to go in with the cleanse, and I'm just going to give my under eye a little cleanse, just because, like, you know, just any of the little lines and stuff like that, and because it is an eye pick, the skin I feel can be touched up a bit more, because obviously the focus is actually on the eyeshadow and not so much on the actual skin. So with the bar, obviously you can like scroll that right or left, and it's going to be like the intensity of how like blurred the skin is. So I don't need it too much, just a little bit, but yeah. And then you can go back and forth and see what that's like. And I went in with conceal as well, which is just going to help to brighten it a little bit, because obviously I'm getting, again, because my lash is so big, that I'm getting a shadow on my lash. Big lash problems, you know. And then I'm going in and whitening my eye as well, just the same as we did on the last photo, but just in Facetune 2 instead. And then going to go in with sharpen, and just going to sharpen my iris as well, just so you know that colour's popping and my eyes looking all bright and whatever and cute, you know. And then it's going to sharpen the glitter as well, and just make sure right and everything, so the glitter just comes back and has a bit more oomph in it as well. So once that's done, then I'm just going to go in to retouch again, and then just go in with vibrancy, same as we did in the other picture. So just make sure that the eyeshadow is really nice and bright still, and not like washed out by all the white lights. So again, you can just go back and forth between the vibrancy and the eraser tool, just so you can see like where it all is, and then just get it on the bar that I like, and then press the OK button. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go and reshape and refine. So refine like just does like a really tiny bit, whereas like reshape will do a lot. So I'm just going to drag my brow out. Because of the angle that the photo is taken, my brow looks quite squashed. But obviously it has to be a good angle for the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to elongate my brow so it doesn't look like I have like a micro brow. So then I'm just going to go in with edit, and then just change the saturation, the contrast, and sharpen again, just to punch some more color and some more detail into that. But yeah, and that's it. Then I'm going to go into my photos, because obviously it's still a big photo. I'm just going to crop in to it, and then as well just going to adjust it, like tilt it a little bit, and then crop in just so it's like perfect. And then that's how it goes from a whole photo to a little photo. And that's it, guys. Mwah.